Okay, hopefully encrypting, logging in, encrypting. Let me into server, please. Looks like it might be working.
Oh? No, because it gave me like a joining world message and then it like gave me an issue.
Well, the joining world disappeared. Now it's just kind of loading. So I'm not sure if that's my ping, the fact that I've already dropped 800 frames, or.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think my computer likes this very much.
Maybe, maybe.
Oh,
I,
I I spawned in and I immediately died to a blaze. Well, server's online at least.
let me try again. See if I can get in.
Oh, jeez.
Funny Minecraft moments.
Funny trick of Minecraft. Before I could even finish spawning in, death. Hello, roadwork ahead. What would you like?
Oh, you downloaded We Don't Fight?
I did. Oh, this one doesn't have a job. I forget.
Oh, jobless.
Unemployed. Or at the very least, doesn't want to trade with me.
Hmm.
Um, Excuse me, sir. Can I help you?
I do like that We Don't Fight makes the pillagers bears.
Yeah, hold on. I need to turn down the volume of Minecraft a little bit.
Oh, is Minecraft too loud?
Minecraft is so loud. Oh, no. Discord is just turned all the way down for some reason.
Oh?
Yeah, I didn't do that. There we go.
Hmm.
Now we should be able to hear each other.
Yeah.
I do like a good Minecraft. I found a little guy in the nether who was buying all of my netherrack, so I'm going to
Ooh,
continue hoping to find him.
funny little guy. No, it's okay. It's giving me an issue still.
Huh.
Well, it's like now it's showing up who's in the server, but it's still not letting me connect.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Um, hmm,
Yeah, so I guess I'm just not able to get in.
maybe. Oh, I also downloaded Castle in the Sky, Little
Ooh.
Man's. They hate me so very much.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It
I'm not seeing all of them yet, but as I go to the top of this mountain, you might see my army. Most of them
Oh?
have escaped over the fence. Perhaps some of them have died. It looks like that guy took some damage, but I used to have like 40 of these guys running around. It was a
Powerful.
it was a problem. I don't know why they were all spawning.
Uh, if you have a certain amount of villagers, they start spawning.
Yeah,
That's how people make iron farms.
yeah. I know that they were spawning because of my villagers and the fact that they didn't feel safe, but like I have lit up like 30 miles in all directions. I don't know what was scaring them so much.
Yeah. Maybe it's something underground?
Maybe.
No, but that would have to be pretty close to the surface, and at that point you'd hear it.
I have no idea.
Hmm.
Take care of my sheeps while I'm here. I have every color of sheep.
Nice.
They're so loud.
They are.
Yeah, I don't even, like, need all these colors. It's just to have them.
Yeah.
Then I've got a little snack stall.
Ooh.
Sell melon and berry and cookie for just a gold nugget. Jousting. Got the horses in here for jousting.
Nice.
Or people can bring their own if they want to drag a horse all the way out to the middle of fucking nowhere.
Horses love that, I think.
Horses do love that. Just go for a little swim. Nothing bad ever happens when you take your horse for a swim. Cows, pigs, chicken coop.
Is that Vegeta in the call?
Hi.
Hi, Vegeta.
How was work?
I'm dead.
Yeah.
It's fine. Look at all these chickens. I have so
Look at all
goddamn
these-
many.
Look at all these chickens.
Yeah, I need to add a couple more businesses. Archery competition. Fill up this space up here somehow. And then the fair's ready.
Nice.
Oh, I also do need to finish the church. Currently it doesn't have any windows. And also has a minor problem in the basement of Gateway to Hell.
Ah, that's normal.
This is
Yeah.
normal.
I think all churches have that. Oh my god. This is gonna drive me nuts. Oh, you know what? How are you, Katie?
I'm good. Because I can't get on the Frankenbugs server right now, I'm on the Sockscraft server, and I was doing some fishing, and then I see something out of the corner of my eye, and I look, and there's someone just sitting next to me.
Oh!
Sitting there menacingly. Let me see if this works. Yeah, I'm so bummed. I can't go on the server at all because recent issues have made it so that my laptop specifically does not connect to the internet when I'm at home. Just at
Oh,
home.
that sucks.
Yeah, which is a fucking problem for several reasons. One of them being is like I have to use my sister's laptop to do like schoolwork.
Well, I hope that gets fixed soon.
Yeah, I've been trying, but like I just don't know what the hell's the problem. Like it connects fine everywhere else. Like when I go to campus, there's no issue there. It's just when I get here, it's just like nope.
That's really weird.
Hmm.
Right, so I started my tunnel from chat tower side, and I have no idea how to connect it up from this side. So back to chat I go. This takes me 3 experience every time I want to teleport, and it also like kills my frame rate.
Yeah, it took me a bit to realize what that little symbol meant, and I was like, wait, why am I? And I remember like back when I was able to actually be on the server for a bit, I was like, why am I so like under leveled? What the fuck? And I realized, oh, I've been using my levels to teleport. That's why.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Minecraft has stopped responding. Oh,
It it loves doing this.
it really does, especially when I'm
Oh,
trying
I
to go
love
to
having
town.
lore happen to me right now.
Oh, lore.
Lore is happening.
Oh, lore, funny little lore.
Oh, I'm paying for the consequences of my actions.
You have
I'm like, context of Scrunch.
context of Scrunch.
Context
Scrunches.
of Scrunchcraft community server lore. And canonically killing off my character in
Oh,
that.
fuck.
Good
Excuse me,
God.
sir. What are you doing up here? I thought we
'Cause
lit
on
up
the
this place.
Scrunchcraft community server, Freezy may have melted.
Oh dear.
And current lore in Sockscraft is she just washed up on the shore of Petalsburg with no idea of what. Oh, I'm getting uppied. Okay,
Puppies.
uppies.
I do
No,
not
I'm
like the
seeing, like,
fact
an
that there
update.
are men in town.
I just got thrown into the sky.
You do not
This is
look like
fine. This is normal for me.
Mhm.
Let's see.
No, that's not correct.
Yeah, 1,000 blocks in the air. You know how it is.
Yeah. I hear a gas, so I'm just gonna leave really, really fast. Oh fuck, there's a ghost. I hate the nether, I hate the nether so much. I do like that they're squeaky toys though. That is very
Yeah.
cute. Excuse me, dogs. Hey, dog, are you gonna let me through? No? No? Please stop. Ah!
I am remembering that the same night. So the Scratchcraft community server was a wild fucking time. In that the same morning where there was a 3 a.m. tattletale moment, was also the same night that Freezy got hit with like an important lore weapon, and that's what caused her to start melting and having Enderman stuff start happening to them.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This was also where like I first started with like Barrel also had I played Barrel during Scrunchcraft for a bit, and that was uh Barrel and Freezy may have been kind of a thing before Freezy like finally like melted fully. And Barrel may have eventually used little bits of Freezy that was left to pretty much create a digital recreation of them inside of their body.
what in the Kingdom Hearts?
Well, robots for one, but
Yeah. So I was building up so that I could go up and over, but I want to go under. Instead, I have decided after being killed by blazes 18 times.
The
The walk back is just so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my wall, though. Anybody who sees this gets to figure out what that's from.
Wonders and surprises.
Wonders and surprises of, oh god, there are things.
I love when there are things.
I also love when there are things, just not when they are trying to set you on fire.
They just try to keep you toasty, it's fine.
Yeah, where'd that friendly little man go?
Aha, so you can do this, okay.
The friendly little man might have gotten blown the fuck up.
They... It's enrichment, it's fine.
He's another goblin. He knew what he was getting into.
Okay, so that is how that is worked out. Okay. Oh my god. Sorry, you might hear me like groaning on occasion just because I'm doing schoolwork and I've been trying to like derive this one equation.
Oh, you're
for
in the
fucking-
agonies.
I am deep in the agonies.
Good luck. I am bad at math.
I'm good at it, and that's why it's like annoying me. Become mechanical engineer, they said. Nobody says this. Nobody says this.
Nobody says this except other mechanical engineers.
Yeah. So that's how that's done. So that is correct. I at least confirmed that one of my previous equations is in fact correct.
And I'm just realizing it's a surprisingly common experience to have war happen while you're fishing. Like, when Holly was streaming her Scrunchcraft stuff, the fact that while she was on a fishing stream, there was just an Animaniacs thing happening.
The best time for Looney Tunes are when you're fishing.
Exactly.
No one can hurt you when you're fishing.
This is not true.
I wish to believe it is true.
From experience, it is not true.
I've had so many things try to kill me while I was trying to fish.
I've been attacked by a bear while fishing in this game.
Oh, I thought you for a second you meant in real life.
Oh.
No. For one, I've never been fishing in real life.
I have been fishing in real life, and I can confirm there are things. Usually mosquitoes, though. Usually not bears.
Usually.
Sometimes the gay bears. They're fun, but,
Oh yeah, those
you know.
those are fun.
Yeah, like when I first got onto the Soxcraft, there was literally just a bunch of bears spawning in town.
Their town now.
They literally were spawning like right next to me. Cause it has like custom mobs created like using data packs and plugins.
No, that does mean no. God. God damn it.
I hope one of those polite young gentlemen who like to buy stacks of netherrack show up soon. That's literally the only thing that has been keeping me going in the nether. I do not want to have so much netherrack just sitting in my inventory forever.
I don't think I've ever been in the nether. I don't think I've ever got that far into the Minecrafts.
I like to make nether highways. They're very useful for getting between different biomes,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or in multiplayer between different people's homes.
Yeah.
Minecraft just never worked long enough for me to like do anything. I think I just need a new computer is the thing. I know
I
that's one of the things I
I
need.
yeah, I pretty much cannot play Minecraft unless keep inventory is on. I play it way too safe if I think I can lose my stuff. Or
Oh,
like
yeah,
I don't
same.
go anywhere and explore.
I
Mhm.
I like having my inventory, thank you. Mushroom.
Yeah, I think I remember I tried like single player and I forgot that like keep inventory is just not like a it's not just like a given.
Yeah, it's not on by default.
So when I lost everything, I was like, I do not want to touch this anymore.
Oh.
Hell
Yeah.
on earth. Hell on earth.
Yeah. I when I was about
Oh,
to be
fuck,
like
Blaze.
I was about to be like, oh, here's a story of how like I lost like an item that I really liked and they would win. But then I would have to explain that it was on a TF2 mercenary roleplay server.
Yeah.
Are you friendly? No, you're not friendly.
Oh, puppy.
Puppy keeps trying
that
to
that
bite my face off.
and that server also ended in lots of drama.
Oh, I love when that happens.
Like on that server, I was playing as a transfem TF2 scout.
Oh, nice. I can definitely see how people might create drama from that, though.
It was fine mostly. There was like a specific situation that led to a bunch of stuff happening. It was also a lot of it just frustration of a lot of the roleplay ended up being more focused on Minecraft combat than roleplaying.
Oh. If
Oh,
that's not
that's
what you're
it.
here for, that's not fun.
Yeah, yeah.
N A H times W. Okay. Mm, mm. Time G. That's H cubed. H cubed is 6, okay.
Which also I hadn't even played TF2 before when I was on that server. Which I
You
think
don't
is the
have to.
funniest part.
Yeah.
You don't have to know TF2 to know the roleplay of TF2.
I know, but I just think that was the funniest part is that I didn't even play TF2 till this year.
Okay, yeah, that is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I have. I've done a lot more role playing of TF2 characters than I have of playing TF2 myself.
Yeah. Zombies attack my home.
Sorry, I'll tell them to leave for you.
Oh no no no! I mean unless you drowned. I, God, I think whenever I get attacked while fishing, my first response is just rude.
It is rude. You're busy.
Exactly. Don't these zombies know that it's rude to attack a gal while she's fishing?
No class.
Exactly.
Is it possible? Hold on. I don't know why I said it that way, but
Because it's funny. I'm going to run out of stone.
Oh, apparently someone else is being attacked by bears.
there's a bear epidemic.
I just see in chat in all caps, big ass bear.
I also say this, but but of the K guy.
What would you consider Zigbar Kingdom Hearts?
He's not a
Um,
bear.
No, definitely not bear. I am always reluctant. Like I'm not gonna call him a twink.
He's not.
Absolutely.
No, he's
Oh,
way
definitely
too.
not. This question is more of, does he qualify for GILF?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Especially when you consider Lushu.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's more than old enough for that. Yes.
In 10 years, his head just. I love that's the thing is like you look at like Brag and Zigbar and how much more like gray hair Zigbar has, and you remember, oh right, that's only been like 10 years.
Dealing with Zemnis will give you gray hair.
Dealing with Demix and Larxie.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, Larxie was still like a pretty late member.
Mhm.
Oh no! Wait, no. Like dealing with Vexen. That's what it was.
Jackson, definitely.
Vexen. Like I find it. I always find it so funny the conversation that Vexen has with Demix, where he's like, "Oh, where is Master Zemnis? Why isn't he here when I need him?" And I just think in my head like he's avoiding him. He just does. He's avoiding him.
Literally
Absolutely.
all of Vexen's interactions in KH3 are so funny.
It's so good. I especially love the fucking interaction of Vexen and fucking Luxord. They sound like bitter exes.
Oh, they definitely are.
100%.
It's like conversation
Oh God,
is
the dynamic of the dynamic of exes of Luxord X Mickey.
yeah. No, I think that's his current one. Like,
No, I know. I mean, like,
oh yeah, like once because it's gonna fail. That man does not have a successful
oh
relationship.
God, the Vexen and Ansem in Luxord and Mickey relationship of we're both dating each other's exes.
I love the version of fucking I love the version of Luxor that lives in my head who just has the most dog shit dating history.
Yeah.
I also love the version that lives in your head. I love him so much.
Now, I gotta ask, who broke up that relationship of Luxord and Freddy? I gotta ask, who broke up with who in that relationship?
She believe me if I said it was Freddy.
Did you
Yeah.
forget?
No, no, I'm saying like, would you believe me if I said it was Freddy?
Yeah, totally, definitely.
Oh
Freddy
my
Gruesome
God.
standards.
legitimately, the funniest option would be Luxord broke up with Freddy.
Well, it's kind of complicated. Like, I won't reveal exactly what happened on that end, but it's like...
Freddy goes hand to hand with Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god. It is even worse with Freddy because he actually married that motherfucker.
Oh, they're divorced. I see.
They are incredibly divorced.
Oh, even better. Man, if I had a nickel for every time there was a divorce in Organization 13.
I have 2 nickels.
The Lee Isa divorce is going strong.
Oh yeah.
But the divorce then into getting remarried.
Oh, fuck. Excuse me.
Oh,
Oh,
oh my god, I heard it from your stream, but I got scared because I thought it was coming from my end.
No. There's just
Like,
creepers
what?
here for some
Huh?
reason. I thought we lit up the island.
Yeah,
Ah,
they still pop up sometimes. I remember like one time I was up there, I thought I was safe. And then all of a sudden I start seeing that I'm taking damage and I'm like, what the fuck is giving me damage? And it's a stupid skeleton.
Oh. It's so easy to get lost on this island now.
I have learned the name of funny person who showed up and asked me lore.
Yeah?
Jester.
Oh, that's a good name.
That's so good.
Black and white striped team of named Jester.
Whoever put cobblestone in here, you're my best friend.
Yay! Oh, apparently someone got given a McRib.
Oh wait, McRib
Yeah.
in Minecraft?
Yeah, apparently Jester gave someone a McRib.
Huh.
Soxcraft is a very powerful server where anything can happen.
Where anything can and will happen. I'm lighting up between your mushrooms. I'm sorry. There are too many creepers here.
Yeah, and I think
I
it was in that mushroom thing too. I think it's because of the shade from the fucking mushrooms. That's
I should finish building my cafe. Oh, it's like half built too. I don't even have any slimes in there yet.
cafe slimes.
Yeah. So I was building a cat cafe, but with tiny slimes, since they can't hurt you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, hopefully
And
you can
since
get
you
on
also
the
pick
server
them up
soon.
with buckets. Yeah.
You can pick
Yeah,
them
well,
up with buckets?
Yeah. Well, cause there's a cave that like has a warp point next to it that in it that that has a slime chunk in it. So I could like very easily get the slime. I would just have to wait for them to spawn.
Yeah.
I'm also like so tempted to learn how to use block bench so I can like add like a tail and horns to my character and like make the ears a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that equals FR.
Because it's like, oh, where'd my hat go? Oh, there it goes. Now it's loaded back in. My character has a cowboy hat on.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Hmm.
Okay. If this works out, I'm gonna call. You have been causing me so much trouble. Piece of shit.
I wonder if that lost dog poster I saw in the server is still here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, it's still on the tree. Okay.
Oh.
There's a sign that says Lost Dog Reward and then a picture of Gabumon.
Oh,
You know, Gabumon.
Yeah, Gabumon.
yeah, a dog of all time.
Dog of all time. I... Man, yesterday was a great Terriermon Thursday.
I do like Terriermon quite a bit.
Nothing happened at all yesterday.
Nothing bad ever happens to Terriermon.
Exactly.
This is objectively false.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, literally, canonically. In both the times Terriermon appears in a Digimon series.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Gargomon should get to kill, it was funny.
Yeah.
I think Terriermon should be allowed to evolve and get full of violence and violence and violence.
They deserve it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gargomon's just a funny little guy who wears pants.
excuse me, you scared the shit out of me.
I saw that too. Is that a person?
No,
What
it's a
is
zombie pig.
Oh. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, zombie pig.
Yeah, they're still in the game.
Excuse me. Oh,
They only, unlike the regular pigmen, or unlike the hot regular piglins,
you-
they only get aggro if you attack them like before.
yeah, I did not push him into the lava. He tried to push me. I backed up, and then he yeeted himself.
Uh-huh.
I mean, hey, it wouldn't count as you killing him.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do anything.
Mechanically, it does not count. So I say it doesn't count legally.
Ow.
Okay, real quick, I have to ask a very important legal and ethical question that I thought of while in the shower.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so if a human person gets transformed into a piece of food by a wizard,
I love where this is going already.
if you eat
Sure.
that piece of food, is it cannibalism?
Yes.
I feel, yeah, it still counts.
But they are no longer human. They weren't cooked into food. They were magically turned into food by a wizard.
I think by laws of wizards should not be turning people into food, that is still cannibalism.
Yeah, fair. I guess if you knew it was once a person, it'd be cannibalism.
Yes.
Yes, I was about to ask, like, how much, like, aware you are.
Yeah. Like there's a difference between, oh hey, your friend is missing, and then there's just a piece of cake on your table, versus you see the wizard turn your friend into a piece of cake and eat it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very different.
Can
I guess, would you be considered culpable in the wizard's actions legally?
Unaware? No.
Like, if you knew, like let's say, for example, if they were still alive while they were a piece of food,
I would say, like, that
would you be considered an accomplice to the wizard if you eating the piece of food killed them?
I think it would be, like, you would count as an accessory to murder.
But then again, how do you legally arrest a wizard?
You don't.
That's the hard part, yes. Wizards are very, very difficult to arrest. Where did I
think
write?
the funniest part about Final Fantasy, or about Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, is that it's a little bit a moon-like.
Oh?
It weirdly has a lot of similar themes.
Huh.
Part of the whole thing of of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 is that in 13 days, the god Balthazar or whoever will destroy this world and create a new one. And Lightning's job is to try and save as many souls as she can before that.
Okay, yeah, that's extremely moon-like.
Through either violence or like quests and like helping people.
Violence makes it the Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, but like you can't. But that's only if, hey, this person literally will not pass on. You, again, it's, hey, if their soul does not leave their body before the 13th day, they are like gone for good cosmically. Also, Lightning has like a reverse Bayonetta situation going on. Whereas Bayonetta somehow shows less skin every game. Lightning shows more in every game.
Good for her.
Like, literally her equilibrium outfit, like she goes from like plate mail, which like yeah sure has some skin revealing into, but it's still like armor and like the back's covered, to her equilibrium outfit in Lightning Returns, which is just both the sides and her back are exposed. But her back is also covered by a cape, so it's not like, but it's not covered by anything protective, you know?
Yeah, I understand. You know what? Good for her. She can dress however she wants.
Good for her. She deserves. Again, it's like the Lightning Returns is also the game where she gets like a form change thing, but it's just she gets to wear a bunch of different outfits, including a pretty dress. So
Girls deserve pretty dress.
I think she's doing fine in the apocalypse. Yeah. Yeah. Final Fantasy 13-2 has a wild ending.
Literally
Well,
everything I've heard about 13.2 is, it's weird.
It's really good, and like, it doesn't come out of nowhere. I mean, like, the idea of, yeah, you go from the original 13 to time travel is, you know, a bit wild, but...
It's not the first nor the last Final Fantasy with time travel in it.
Yeah.
Literally, most of them have it.
Oh yeah. It literally, like, gameplay-wise of how it does it in time travel, it's closest to something like Chrono Trigger. Where, like, you're going through different times to solve, like, paradoxes and stuff.
Neat.
Yeah. Also, I now know why Snow is on the villain side in Dissidia NT.
Ah.
He's doing fine, normal, definitely.
He's not having a terrible time in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah, post-apocalypse, that's 500 years, that... first of all, I don't think anyone would be doing fine if they had to live 500 years.
No.
In the apocalypse.
No, I don't think you're going to be doing great.
Die of old age.
Yeah, nobody's doing great in that situation.
Yeah. I mean, Lightning was at least in, like, stasis for the 500. Because Lightning Returns takes place, like, chronologically 1,000 years after the end of Final Fantasy 13.
Goodness. Spend some time.
Yeah, because 13.2 ends at 500. Ends while they're all in 500 years in the future through time travel shenanigans. And then add 500 years of the world getting turned into Valhalla. Yeah. Also, you know the chocobo chick that's in Saz's hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Chocolina.
That is the woman.
Yeah, you know the goddess Etra thought it would be so funny if she turned a bird into a hotted woman.
She was right. It's very funny.
Exactly, she's like quirky. She's great. She's a nightmare, but I love her. And she's also, I didn't realize, so I thought I first experienced Chocolina in World of Final Fantasy.
Where
I
it is
thought-
not at all explained that she is a chocobo.
Oh no, it's explained, I just didn't get far enough.
Ah.
It's explicitly explained that she is Chocolina, just going by a different name. Because her soul kind of got split into the Chocolina form and the Chocobo Chick form.
Ah.
But it is still the same person. But I thought she was a World of Final Fantasy exclusive character. I thought she was original to that game.
No.
No. No, I got punished by Nomura's funny trick of character design. God, the concept art for like a lot of the outfits in 13.2 is Lightning Returns is really good. Like Nomura went all out on that concept art of like detailing all the little stuff about the outfits.
In another life, Nomura would have just been a fashion designer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Twooey. It's just literally all of Twooey.
Yeah.
God, I'm still thinking about the render they did of Lightning for a men's clothing line. Oh. I am not immune to pretty women.
I don't think anyone is immune to pretty women wearing the men's line.
I also saw a render of her in a Nissan for a Nissan commercial. You know,
The
with
car.
the car. Which, Lightning isn't even the one whose Eidolon turns into a car.
They turn into cars!
So, in Final Fantasy 13, the summons are Transformers.
I never got far enough in that game because I didn't like the combat system to really see any of the summons.
You actually will probably like Lightning Returns. It's a lot more of like an action game than turn-based.
Oh, I like turn-based. I just didn't like the way they were trying to, like, combine action and turn-based
Yeah,
the way
well,
they did.
Do you like 7 Remakes combat?
I hate 7 Remakes combat.
Ah, never mind then. Okay.
I like having time to think about what I am doing and not, like, mash buttons, do magic eventually.
Okay. Yeah, it's a bit slower than 7 Remakes combat.
Okay.
7 Remakes combat is just Kingdom Hearts with less aerial combat and an ATB system.
Yeah, I like Kingdom Hearts combat system, which is why it's a little weird that I don't like Remakes combat system.
Kingdom Hearts gives you like recovery moves.
Yeah. You can't get stun-locked by a scorpion in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. You don't need to have precise dodge timing. It helps very much. The game is, you can be better at the game if you can get the timing down. But like, you can more easily dodge in Kingdom Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
You just won't get the funny parry moves off.
Yeah. Giving up and
Whereas-
using Netherrack.
Whereas 7 Remake, you pretty much need to be doing parry moves to hit some of the later bosses.
Yeah, I saw somebody fight Hell House on hard mode, and it
Oh,
looked
Hell
like
House,
a
nightmare.
nightmare.
Yeah.
I liked it better when it was just a somewhat difficult normal enemy.
I am really liking 7 Remake's story so far, though. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I like where they're going with the meta stuff, but it does look interesting.
It's the fact that I mean, it really all it is, it's more of just your general Final Fantasy averting fate sort of plotline.
Yeah.
It's just the context is, you the player know the fate they're averting is the canon Final Fantasy VII timeline.
Yeah.
But the characters don't know that. They just
have
go,
no idea
"Oh,
what's
we
going
have some
on."
sort of, we just have some sort of predetermined fate that we want to fight against. Aerith especially.
For good reason.
Which, again, it's, oh god, the fact that it's implied that Aerith knows that she's going to die is, oh no.
Oh.
Honey, girl. She also knows specifically Sephiroth's gonna kill her.
Yeah.
We know she can see that timeline, so it's like, which, that's also what, so, with 13.2, there's a character called Yule,
Okay.
who's like, this girl who can see the future, and is reincarnated over and over again. Because the way seeing the future works in 13.2 is that see visions of the future, is that when you receive visions of the future, it takes some of your lifespan and life force.
Oh.
And Yule sees the entire timeline and records her visions. So every single time Yule is reincarnated and is killed by her visions of the future.
Don't like that.
And the main antagonist, Caius, his whole thing is he is willing to destroy time itself to stop this cycle. He's also immortal. So he's seen this happen time and time again. But they also make it clear, hey, this isn't exactly what Yule wants. Or at least this isn't what'll make her happy. Yeah. Is it okay if I talk about, like, a major spoiler?
Yeah, the only
Or
way
no?
I ever plan on experience 13 is through some folks I've been watching play every Final Fantasy.
Okay. So, you know Sarah, Lightning's sister?
Vaguely.
The one who gets turned into crystal. The
Ah,
Lassie.
yes.
So, at the end of Final Fantasy 13, everyone is no longer Lassie. Fang and Vanille, who were previously Lassie and became Crystal Stasis, end up holding up Cocoon, who fell down during Ragnarok. Which, I can't even say Nomura, because 13's not even a Nomura thing.
No. Like, it's still his character designs, but he didn't do anything on that game.
It's just, Ragnarok is just a Final Fantasy thing at this point.
It has been since, like, 3.
Yeah, which is also, I'm just like, the themes of 13.2 make it so, like, okay, if they're gonna put a Final Fantasy character in Kingdom Hearts 4, it's gonna be Lightning. Like, so, the way death works in the 13 trilogy is when people die, pretty much a gateway to Valhalla opens, and their soul goes there. But if, say, lots of people die, the god, both the goddess Etro is able to use her power to help things, but also chaos is able to seep through and kind of Valhalla itself. So, the events of, hey, the Pope is literally a fal'Cie kind of happens and is literally trying to kill humanity to fully release the goddess Etro. Things happen in the 13th trilogy. It's wild. I love it.
A lot of things happen in Final Fantasy 13.
But anyway, it ends with, okay, everyone's back. Saw's gets his kid, Saw's kid is back. Sarah and Snow and Lightning are all reunited. And then we find out, Lightning fell through a time portal. Oops.
Whoopsie.
Well, more specifically, got dragged into a time portal by Chaos, but...
Yeah, he's known for that.
Well, Chaos is effectively darkness. It's just darkness.
Chaos is a reoccurring villain across Final Fantasies. He's literally the big bad of the first one.
No, I mean, like, it's not like Chaos, the character Chaos.
Oh.
It's Chaos energy. It's dark. It's more like darkness.
Chaos, the concept.
Yeah, the concept of chaos. Which... That's also Kingdom Hearts. 13 is very kind of a... Which, then again, there is also just that one article that's just... Everything that's considered a Kingdom Hearts thing was originally a Final Fantasy thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just... you don't think about it in Final Fantasy because there's not funny Disney characters.
Yeah.
You automatically are assumed you're going to take Final Fantasy a bit more seriously than Kingdom Hearts.
Just a tiny bit.
Because that's the other thing, is a lot of what's Kingdom Hearts nonsense is really just only really considered nonsense because people don't really take Kingdom Hearts at face value like they do Final Fantasy.
Yeah, they should though. There's a lot of good things that you can get from just taking Kingdom Hearts at face value.
It also doesn't help that a lot of people go in with the assumption that the series is complicated, so they start they don't overthink it in the fandom, oh, I like to come up with theories way. They come up with overthinking it in the, oh, so because I've been told it's complicated, that means there is an actual in-universe reason for how everything works and has, like, actual standard working lore, like it's a Dark Souls or something.
Meanwhile, actual Kingdom Hearts is just like, don't worry about the exact reasoning for why Xehanort is here. It's easier if you just accept that he's here.
Yeah. Literally, it's like, well, because it's also, even when Kingdom Hearts has a time travel plotline, it's not even really a time travel plotline. It's like the barest minimum of time travel.
Yeah, literally, time travel is a MacGuffin of a plot point. Just to explain why there's so many Xehanorts in one place.
The only time you actually use time travel is Rewind.
Mm-hmm.
And even that is explicitly, you are already here, you're going through this, and also, you are going to be explicitly punished for this.
Yeah, you're going to get in so much trouble.
Like, going to the future, like, Xehanort effectively put his heart in the absolutely safe capsule.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was more of the characters are going forward in the future than they were, like, going back and bringing people.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. The plan kind of hinges on it's young Xehanort doing this. The start of the timeline, so all he's doing is just going forward and bringing people along for the ride.
Yeah, sure, he's doing some shenanigans, but Like, that...
And also, not everyone in Organization 13 is time travel either.
No, I'm pretty sure it's literally just,
Yeah, it's just the Xehanorts.
just
Vanitas is
Xehanort.
explicitly not a time travel situation.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Zigbar got to time travel once, but I think that was just dreams that he got to be involved in.
Yeah. God, it's hard to like talk. It's hard to describe how I feel about like Kyrie's current characterization in Kingdom Hearts, because it's like I do want her to be written better, but it's not as bad as people say it is.
It's pretty bad still.
Yeah, it's
like,
internally
bad.
consistent, but still
Yeah.
bad.
It's like
Yeah.
here's my issue with it is the fact and the like my issue with Kingdom Hearts in general, despite the fact that I like it a lot, is like it literally has like what 15 fucking games already.
Yeah.
This is just like
Literally,
first phase.
Dark Road was the 13th Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah, like it has like all these games and it is only just barely touching with Kyrie on anything really substantial. Meanwhile,
Kingdom Hearts
it's like
4 is gonna be the 15th game in the series.
Yeah.
and it
Fuck,
took
I just realized something.
that is the like, and that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Where like you have this like basically she's supposed to be a main girl character, but she
Yeah.
hasn't been treated as such until just
Wait,
barely
16,
now.
16. I forgot about
Yeah.
Melody Memory.
Yeah, and then like in it because it does get pretty in depth about stuff. So it is
Yeah.
capable of getting in depth, but like where sometimes
Like,
where
it's
it counts, it doesn't.
consistent with... Like, it's
It will-
consistent with how they write her and what her motivations are. I just don't like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like I don't know, like Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi feels so bland.
She's a pretty flat character, all things
Yeah.
considered. Like, I do love her, and I want her to have
Melody of
better.
Memory
but...
does do a bit better, but you literally only get like a couple of minutes of new scenes with her. Though, it is nice to have an entire game that's literally, hey, here's what Kyrie thinks about Kingdom Hearts. Here's Kyrie explaining talking about Kingdom Hearts with you.
Yeah.
Like on the one hand, I don't like that she's obsessed with Sora. I like that it's clear this is a problem.
Oh,
with
fuck!
her.
Fuck! Fuck!
Oh boy.
Oh, I survived?
Oh
I
my.
like that the story isn't encouraging it. It's actively, hey, she's only really thinking about Sora and not herself.
Well, at least I hope that's what they're going for.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally written that the reason she cuts her hair in Kingdom Hearts 3 is because she thinks Sora would like it.
Yeah, well, like the reason I say that is like I've seen like several stories where like it feels very obvious. So like, oh hey, this obsession is like actively harmful, and in the end they still pull the bullshit of like, well now she's a happy housewife with the person she was obsessed with, and I'm like, go
Yeah, but
fuck yourself.
It made it like it's more of at this point I don't see Kyrie and Sora happening as a. At this point, I don't see Sora getting a canon romance yet.
Yeah, I don't think it would make much sense for them to make any romance canon, as much as I do hope
like,
gay
yeah,
happens.
It's the fact that Sora only really views her as a friend. And that's like part of the characterization of the series so far. And also, part of it is a lot of Kyrie's characterization right now is she's the one who doesn't want to grow up and change.
So I have no idea how I'm gonna get back up there.
Which, like, I mean, they specifically, like, contrast her with Sora
Mm-hmm.
in that Sora, who was previously, oh, the fun-loving one who never changes, is
Oh,
now the one
okay.
who's literally being put in a situation where he feels forced, where he
Oh.
feels like he has to grow up. I mean, look, the fucking Winnie the Pooh world is, like, all of the Winnie the Pooh worlds are very vital to Sora's characterization.
Mm-hmm.
Especially the Kingdom Hearts 3 one, where it literally seems like Sora's trying to rush it, which is like, oh, he feels like he has to grow up and be too much for Winnie the Pooh world, huh? Oh
Yeah.
boy, oh buddy. Whereas in previous games, he was like so, like when you compare that to Kingdom Hearts 2, where he was so upset by the idea of Winnie the Pooh not remembering him,
Yeah.
and
It's
now he
kind of a
feels like,
lot.
and now he feels like he has to grow up, and it's like, oh, kid, when he's, oh, and that just in general, yeah, when you just the combination of self-sacrificial protagonist who is happy-go-lucky and doesn't talk about their feelings. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, Donald and Goofy didn't give the kid a complex at all.
No.
Well, even when he was with his, I don't even think it's really Donald and Goofy. It, like,
Yeah, it does kind of seem like a problem he already had.
I mean, also Riku already kind of had the problem. Like, they both kind of already had the problem of feeling like they need to protect everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Which... Aqua, Terra, I know you were just trying to help the kids, but... You may have unloaded the generational trauma onto these two. Kingdom Hearts is just about characters with problems passing on their problems to other people.
Yeah. Oh shit, I had copper. Forgot about the copper.
Is this anything? Is this anything? Oh my god.
That's...
I mean, it's just all of just loot. God, I'm so interested to see where they take Lucio next.
Yeah, I'm both excited and a little nervous about that one.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Okay. Obviously, he's not gonna be fully going with the Master's plan.
Yeah, at this
I
point,
think
he's
that's
kind of
accurate
seen
at
a
this
lot of
point.
shit.
I mean, oh god, I am like thinking about this. Where's my sleep with the context that Lucio was literally one of Xehanort's classmates is so much.
Oh shit, I forgot I had shit in my backpack.
Like, how often, like, how much do you think Lucio was maybe just thinking, oh, I could drop something and ruin his day, huh? Well, I also like that they make it clear that when Xehanort knows that someone's not... Like, I'm actually wondering, does Xehanort actually view Xehanort as a threat or not? It's like, a lot of his lines are, oh yeah, if I had a Keyblade it'd be different, but I'm like... Is it just... Oh, I am realizing now why it would be... Maybe there would be a fear reaction from that Keyblade. You know, the Keyblade that belongs to the Master of Masters. Oh.
There's so much going on.
I am definitely not thinking about the fact that So you know how there's like already like, oh yeah, Zigbar clearly liked Shion a bit.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zigbar was Shion's uncle. Like, come on.
Mhm.
And then thinking about the Vanitas and Shion parallels. Oh. And then the Vanitas and Lushu parallels. And man, he sure does use Poppet as an affectionate nickname, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, when Poppet is like a puppet specifically used for manipulating people.
You think maybe a bit of self-recognition through the others going on there?
I think he might be projecting just a tiny bit onto the girl.
Mister, I was literally told by the person that raised me that that me and my family were literally meant to be sacrificed to the darkness.
Mhm.
Oh, Gordon, that's just a thing that's going on.
Huh?
Oh, Gordon was
Oh,
asking
yeah.
about the cat not showing up on. Yeah, Stream Elements is having issues.
Yeah, and I haven't been looking at chat. Apologies. Let me pull that up on my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, now I can see chat. Let me look at the back. Oh, how goes the
Chat.
MC? MC goes laggy. So very laggy.
Is it okay if I go ahead and recommend someone to raid just for later?
Yeah. I'm not going to be going too much longer, so.
Uh, Jackson is streaming AI Nirvana Initiative tonight.
I've never heard of either that streamer or that game.
Lumberjack 2 on, Clown House.
I don't watch that much Clown House, honestly.
Have you seen Sonic Destruction?
Don't think so.
The AI generated Sonic series on SnapCube.
Oh, I've seen the thumbnails, but I haven't actually gotten around to seeing it.
Yeah, Jackson was on that.
Oh, your OBS has been fucking up too.
It might.
You might
I
be the
think
odd
it-
one out here of having a functioning OBS.
I think it's just because I haven't updated OBS yet.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I like specifically haven't installed any update yet because I've heard people were having issues with it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Because both OBS and Stream Elements updated.
Oh, snake.
Snake?
Sake. Yeah, it's in the lava.
Eh.
Yeah, Katie has done the smart thing and not updated the programs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything is broken. At least
It would be so awful. It would be so cruel.
At least the sprites are working.
Yeah. At least those are finally working again. I went on Minecraft server to fish, but I've mostly just been walking around on top of my house. Oh wait, I realized I could be grinding acrobatics so I get better dodging. Time to jump off my roof over and over again.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, I mean it's the best way to train acrobatics.
True.
God, I love MCMMO.
Yeah.
Funniest plugin in the world. Project MMO is also a really good mod.
All the MMO mods are just the funniest thing possible.
I God, there was okay years ago. I I need to preface this with I don't like Sword Art Online. But years ago, I used a Sword Art Online GUI mod just because I liked the way it looked.
It does look good is the thing. Even if
'Cause I
the
like
source is kind of shitty.
yeah, and that sadly that mod hasn't been updated
Mm.
since it years ago.
Yeah.
Because all the other like MMO UI mods just don't look good. And it's like, oh, I want my Minecraft to fit my aesthetic, but I can't. They even had joke a fake logout button that doesn't work.
I don't think it'd be that difficult to mod the UI.
Oh, do you want to hear about a really funny Terraria mod?
Sure.
There's a Terraria mod that makes it so when you die, it opens Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
I love that.
Most powerful mod on the There is also a Kingdom Hearts 3 mod that rickrolls you then crashes the game. That was released on April Fools as a combination of a mod that made it so on the surface it looked like, oh, here's a mod that puts 0.2 and 3 in the same installation. And you can go from like 0.2 straight into 3. I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. Me forgetting that April Fools was this month.
Forgetting that it was April.
It was the April Fool's.
And I opened the mod. Because it even was like, oh hey, make sure you don't have any other mods that change the title screen installed. And I was like, okay, sure. Smile.
Unsuspecting.
It turns the... Because I was like, oh, that makes sense. You know, it has a custom title screen. You don't want anything to like... No, it was a rickroll. The fact that it crashed the game too.
Yeah, that's a bit excessive.
Well, okay, crashed isn't it closed the game after the rickroll.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Like, it was purely a rickroll mod that then closed the game out.
So that you could presumably go fix it.
Yeah, it gave a crash error because I don't think you can actually mod games till close itself
Yeah.
without it being seen as an issue.
Hmm.
So it literally just forces the game to crash.
I've done it. I've made it home. I don't have to use my levels anymore.
Yay!
Alright. Gotta decorate the hell room.
I actually kind of like just out of like vanilla, I actually kind of like building in Terraria more than I do in Minecraft. Just because Terraria building has that like Animal Crossing feel where it's more about like decorating than like structure.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of different like furniture you can get. And also it's just I have an easier time building in a 2D space than I do a 3D one.
That's fair.
Whereas I have an easier time making it look good in Terraria. I mean, I like how my house in Minecraft is right now. It's just, I'm bad at like texturing and making the house not, and making the walls like an actual shape. So like my current way of building is I'll put like stuff on like the side, like the slabs on like the side of the house that kind of go all the way around. Like,
Excuse
I
me,
don't know.
sir. What's your name? Egg.
Egg. Funny egg guy.
He's my librarian, I believe.
Oh, that's
Yes.
a good funny egg guy.
What the fuck?
What?
No, I just never seen that.
Oh, that's a resource pack.
Yeah, they're
Well, we
just
don't
villagers
fight.
that are reskinned. I also reskinned my iron golems to be Laputa golems.
Yeah, they the pack is called We Don't Bite. It turns the villagers into foxes and the pillagers into bears, like polar bears.
Alright, none of my leather traders are good.
Which actually I should check to
This
make sure the
guy's
version of the
pretty
pack I'm using on 1.18 is working. Because Minecraft is saying, oh, this is made for an older version, but it's like, I downloaded the right version, what are you saying?
oh yeah, it was saying that for me too, but it's the right version for me, so it might just be
Yeah, so
a
I'm just,
mod issue.
yeah. So I'm just walking over to where the nearest villager is, so I can chat. Okay, it is working. The models are textured correctly.
Hooray.
Because I've had issues with some packs where it's like, if you're using the wrong, like, version of the pack, it, like, maps the texture to the model weird.
Yeah.
Especially if it uses custom models. Is my mic picking up my keyboard?
Just a little bit, but it's fine.
Okay, okay.
I need to get more job blocks so that when I get more houses in here, I don't have just like 10 leather tanners. Alright. Time to thin out the chickens. Hold still. Hold still.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nugget.
Gee.
There we go.
I'm sorry, I find their dying noises funny. I don't know why.
It is.
It's just like really funny.
It's a very funny noise, yeah.
And that's more than enough chickens to get a fuck ton of eggs, so.
What is this fucking... I hate this!
How is it that now everyone else on the server is like having bears spawn near them?
You've inflicted them with a curse of...
Apparently I'm not even the first person on the server to get, like, bear curse.
Can I help you? Why are you shoving me?
I
don't have any
I'm
chicken
going
for you.
I'm going to read this chat message without context. Well, to be fair, I don't know the context either, but it is so fucking funny to hear the bear roar along with an explosion in the fucking Mario Yahoo. Yeah. Mario... favorites Grungecraft lore, Mario birds. The Mario birds are wonderful creatures who maybe only do a little bit of biting. A Mario bird is a flying head of Mario with the wing cap on.
Oh boy. That's only a little terrifying.
But it's not a Mario, it's a bird. You have to understand.
I do understand.
They do not behave like a Mario.
know why my flax seeds keep unsprouting themselves.
Oh, are they giving you flack?
They're giving me problems and issues. Potatoes.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are you giving me so many problems? Oh my god.
Plants and crops love problems.
They do, this is true. I think I officially have every crop I can get.
Awesome.
Not positive, though.
Oh god, I am realizing now that my character has lore, I'm gonna have to make a lore page on the wiki. For
Wikis.
fun, I don't actually have to, but
Oh, okay.
for fun, I'm like, I probably should, given that it's specifically community server lore.
Yeah.
A server that's at this point was a year, like, since it ended. God, when community server ended, it was literally, okay, we're closing the server. Let's see how much strain we can put on the server before it crashes. Everyone got turned to Kamida.
Everyone became
Yeah.
Kamida.
Yeah.
In all walks of life, your final evolution is just Kamida.
Oh, God,
I
nightmare.
hate it. I don't know why. This is a personal peeve of mine whenever people refer to the legend that is Kamida by his first name. It's like, you don't get that privilege. What the fuck are you doing calling him Nagito?
I didn't even know his first name until you just said it, so.
Yeah. Damn, you're talking to him on a first name basis, parasocial much?
I know, God, you're so. It's like and I can tell it's always like it happened more like once like the fucking game got localized. That's what happened. Cause you know they always go by first name, and it was just weird to me. I think I was talking to a friend who was like, "Oh yeah, Nagito," and I looked at her. I was like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
I'm glad, Spike. First of all, I'm glad the localization of the AI games are really good. Especially given that these are Spike Chunsoft games.
Hmm.
Which, the best way to describe AI Somnium Files as it compares to, well, 'cause first of all, it's more Zero Escape than anything like Danganronpa, but
Hmm.
is that it's still a little bit horny, but it's not like uncomfortably bad.
Oh yeah, dang, Ropa gets fucking bad
It's a
with it.
lot transphobic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, AI has multiple canon queer characters in it. The the main character literally goes to a gay bar for information.
Hmm. Oh, Kiryu does that too.
So I don't think Dante realizes it's a gay bar, but
I'm not gonna lie because I'm so used to Yakuza. I think you were talking about Date some time ago, and I was like, from Yakuza, the fucking
yeah,
detective.
no. Kaname Date, the brain detective.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they didn't help that he's also a detective. Like it was just like, what the fuck? Like I literally had to look. Cause like, wait, did I miss something in Yakuza where like, what? I thought that
Yeah,
guy's
you know that part
divorced.
of Yakuza where they go into people's dreams? You know.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
Oh my god. Please work. Please
two of
work.
the characters were canonically dating before one of them died. Like, Renju Okiura and Pewter. Like, God, it's such a funny dynamic of like, I. So imagine like you're like scientist type guy in a series, right?
Hmm?
He's dating the main character. He's like dating the main character's best friend, who's a CEO of like an of like an entertainment company. Whose daughter the main character is like the foster father of, later fully adopted.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah. There's this really good AI the Somnium Files fic that's specifically, what if Pewter knew what was gonna happen and could stop Renju from dying? It's really good, and it's like an AU of the first game.
Great.
You know, if I was gonna
Also,
be smart about this, I would actually look up how to do this redstone, but instead I am going to noodle with it like a dingus.
there's this politician named Sosajima, and 2 out of 3 of his kids end up being murderers.
Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
The only one that's not is instead a Twitch streamer, so you know. Which, to be fair, only one of them was like taken care of him. Man, for a politician who's sure trying to keep like the idea of him having like secret children, well, a secret, you sure had a lot of them.
They do this.
This is true.
But yeah, literally, the Twitch streamer character Iris, she, they, before the game came, like before and after the game came out, like before the original game came out and before Nirvana Initiative came out, they literally did like VTuber streams of her. Also, Nirvana Initiative, uh, so there was an ARG for Nirvana Initiative. In like literally like it's the ARG for Nirvana Initiative isn't necessary for the game, but it's referenced in the game, and also they bring up a lot of like VHS horror stuff in Nirvana Initiative. They say VHS horror instead of analog horror because it's like it's not really analog horror. Like the horror doesn't come from, oh, it's taking advantage of the fact that of the medium. It's more of it has a funny VHS filter on it, and it's just generally psychedelic imagery with a VHS filter on it. Also, like Nirvana, like AI the Science Files 1 is already really good. Nirvana Initiative is like even better. And it has such good character writing. Except for the bit characters, they get worse, but you know. Well, specifically one of the bit characters gets worse. The Yakuza guy, unfortunately, kind of gets flanderized in the second game. To just kind of being horny about the idol character.
Eh.
Like, he did cool, like he does have his moments where he gets to be cool. But, like, it's not as balanced out in Nirvana Initiative. Like, it's mostly just that bit.
Unfortunate.
unfortunate. Also, Nirvana Initiative introduces the lore that whenever Kaname Date gets horny, his body thinks it's about to die, and vice versa.
That's weird.
Specifically because can I talk about this on your stream?
I'm not too sure.
Okay, it's from a video game, but I'm like, should I? It's something like bad or like explicit. I mean,
Wait, hold on.
it's not like explicit, if that makes sense.
How?
Is it because they call like the orgasms are sometimes called little death?
No. Do you want? It's a funny reason, trust me. Literally, the game uses it as a way to go, yeah, whenever this happens, he's literally better at fighting is part of the thing. It's a silly game. It's like it's like No More Heroes kind of stuff, you know? If that makes sense. It's not like bad. It's just
no. Like it's like
I don't know. I think maybe I'm badly explaining stuff.
I think I understand as much as I am going to understand at this moment.
Okay. Nirvana Initiative also has the main antagonist is a cult who worships simulation theory.
Cults are always fun.
Yeah, but like, it's like a realistic depiction of the kind of people that fall into cults.
Ah.
And how cults take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe you would believe in simulation theory if you're being told, oh, don't worry, all the horrible things that are happening to you don't matter, it's just a simulation. It's okay.
which in my notation is actually more
15.
squared.
I'm also realizing their plan is literally just what they end up doing in Final Fantasy 13.
That's always a
Just
fun
without-
time.
Just without simulation nonsense. Which what I like is that they're not proved right. Or at least, they're not proved right in any canon endings.
I don't know what's different.
What I like is that it's like the kind of thing where they genuinely like throw you for a loop because you're like, oh, this is a video game doing a meta thing. Are they actually doing a meta thing, or is this just in character, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the ways they show it is when the main character, Ryuki, dissociates, the UI of the game also gets messed up. Because, like, this game has, like, a genuinely, like, very compelling and, like, portrayal of mental illness. Like, a very realistic way of showing that. That's, like, does it, like...
Oh wait, no, that's the only one.
Because, like, Ryuki has dissociative and memory issues and is genuinely, like, starting to see things, which is not good when you're actively investigating a murder.
No, I mean, it's not good at the best of times to be having hallucinations, but, you know.
Like, you're literally told straight up at the start of the game, he was already having issues before this case, but it made it worse. And part of it is is that Ryuki is so focused on this case that he refuses to get help. It's like, oh. But what I like is they make it that even with how Ryuki is literally seeing the world at times, he still doesn't believe in simulation theory. Like, he is still willing to go, no, that's bullshit.
I mean,
Even if it would just be, oh, this is the simple answer to what's going on with me.
oh,
And they, like,
correct though.
and, like, they very much do it in the way where it's, like, clearly, like, hey, Ryuki... You know when there's a way where it's, like, you talk about something that's, like, where they're, like, neither, like, demonizing or infantilizing a person?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Like, there's a scene where Ryuki, in thinking he found the culprit, almost shoots someone.
Oh no.
And the scene is presented in seriousness as, hey, this is not a good thing. Like, Ryuki is not doing well, but he's like, he's not a bad person. It's not, like, he's not in a good mental place, but it's not, like, entirely not his fault either, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where they don't, like, demonize him for this.
Yeah,
Or,
but
like,
they don't
punish
treat
him
him
in
as,
the
like,
story for
completely without
Yeah.
guilt either.
Yeah, but they don't, like, infantilize them, like, oh, there's no, like, oh, there's no way, it's, you know, oh, he's my poor little meow meow, he's completely not at fault at all, smile.
Yeah. No meow meows here.
Yeah. Because it's like, everyone wants to help him, they genuinely are like, hey, this sucks, dude, but also part of his delusions have to do with him thinking he's still on the case. And that's hard to challenge that without messing with his without making his mental state worse. And it's like, ugh. Literally part of the things that happen in that game is he thinks he sees one of his loved ones explode.
Well, that's not an easy thing to deal with.
Like, his route of the game ends with him confessing his love to Date. Ugh. If there's like, when we start out the game, it's like, hey, Date's been missing for 6 years, assumed dead.
Ooh.
But it's like such like, in like, Part Nirvana Initiative also deals with topics of human experimentation
Fun.
and highly unethical child experimentation, specifically. And organ harvesting.
Normal things.
And kidnapping. It's a lot, but it's also, hey, these are the villains doing these things. But it's not in like... It's like, how do you explain that something does something in a way that's like, it's a lot, but it's not done in like a shock factor way? Like it's not treated as like, oh, here's this, oh, and we're randomly throwing this detail in. It's like, no, this is like actively part of the mystery. It is important to the story.
Mm-hmm.
And like, very much informs the character writing of the antagonist. And it's like, oh, this person is part of a cult and had horrible things happen to them. And pretty much all of the murders are personal except for one person, but it's still like, you're still a serial killer, and I'm still a detective. And also, you still kind of tried to kill people who weren't even personal to you. But it's like such like an interesting villain and like motivation. It's like
Yeah, it
it's such,
sounds really interesting, honestly.
it's like such a well-written game. And also, one of the characters literally talks about uh hitting hitting bigots with a lead pipe.
Good for them.
Yeah, Mizuki is kind of the best character. She's great. She goes. So, she was already the world's strongest 12-year-old, but now she's the funniest detective, and I think she deserves it.
I figured out. Did I fucking figure this shit out?
Also, may have only a little bit, God, I realized, oh yeah, I tend to forget that, oh right, she's still technically an intern in Nirvana Initiative. Because the whole thing about Abyss, which is this department of the this top secret department of the Metropolitan Police Department that has funny eyeball AIs and can go into people's dreams. Which, like, to be fair, they make it clear, hey, we cannot use these dreams as evidence in court of law. This is purely for detective work. Like, they still have to try and find, like, actual evidence. It's mostly, oh, do we consider this person a culprit? And also, they still need, like, permission and consent to use the sync machine.
Yeah. These two have murdered an Enderman, and for that they must die.
Oh, okay. Deserved. Funny iron for you, then.
Yeah, iron for me. And hopefully the villagers will make more golems, or else I can do it, I suppose.
The villagers may be a little bit angry at you, but...
They broke the rules.
Exactly.
I mean, I killed an Enderman on accident, because I was just swinging at a bunch of zombies and it got in the way, and that made me feel really bad.
Exactly, they don't deserve that. Part of all Freezy's thing during her, I guess, melting arc, if that's what I want to call it, is that she had a lot of, like, Enderman stuff going on and was, like, teleporting around. Specifically because she may have got, killed, because she got killed with a lore weapon that kind of had to do with the end,
Oh, scary.
called the Anagram.
Fucking way.
Which, oh, I'm so glad people are specific. Which, I'm glad that it's specifically the fact that the reason she was melting was because she got hit with the anagram. I'm glad someone else remembered that.
Important lore details.
Like, on one hand, it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting to, like, actually do, like, bring in that lore. But since someone remembered it, I'm gonna throw it in there. But also, this is the funniest way to have it be brought up, is it's like, oh yeah, I'm just fishing. And then it's like, oh hey, are you Freezy? The person who melted? And I'm like, wait, what? Huh? What do you mean?
Uh-huh.
I just washed up on shore here, like, a day or two ago? What do you mean? But it is but I am like, yeah, like, I literally, like, once it happened, I immediately, like, started, like, messaging Stormy on Discord, like, hey, lore happened, oops.
Whoops. Accidentally lore.
accidentally lore, but it's fine. Now I get to think about it, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Slime may or may not have maybe reconstituted after. Well, there was some shenanigans going on with the community server's existence, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a dream a little bit, but also an alternate bad timeline.
Ah, yes, timelines. Very important lore.
Hmm. Okay.
A lot of the members of Scrunchcraft, they're in the community server timeline, either died or had bad things happen.
Man, when will the Bugs server get lore?
Milkape was full of rage.
I mean, I guess we do
You
kind
know.
of have a little bit of lore with Snail dragging the old island to this new
The
non-haunted
Ballin lore.
area.
We
The
have
Ballin lore, you mean?
We have the
yeah,
Ballin lore.
Ballin.
Which, want to hear a fun fact?
Sure.
Ballin and Demix have the same BA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That's the most cursed
I-
shit ever.
Devastated me once I heard it. He's also in Danganronpa.
Yeah.
That's even wilder to me, honestly.
Wait, I think he specifically played.
Excuse
Oh
me.
god, I remembered which specific character. He plays he's the voice actor for the anthropology character in 3 or V3, which nightmare.
I don't know anything about Danganronpa other than Sans and Kameda are married.
I basically I didn't touch V3. I knew stuff about it and I checked it out a bit and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Danganronpa 2 is my favorite. And I'm not gonna fucking lie, Kamaida's my favorite because he's the funniest motherfucker alive.
Oh, he is.
He is hilarious.
Yeah, I've like. Yeah.
Oh!
I kind of wish.
That's why it's
in
different.
3 is in the anime, not V3. Kind of did his character better.
Huh, what'd you say?
I said I wish 3 the anime did his character better.
Oh yeah, that's the other reason I didn't touch it. I was like, if my boy is not being like done justice, I don't want it. Take it
Okay.
away.
V3 is a separate thing from 3.
No, I know, but it's still like because I knew about V3 and I was like, that's a good thing I stopped at 2. 2 was the
Pretty
peak.
much, the anthropology character in V3 has a very bad design.
Yeah.
It also has a canon incest plotline going on.
Oh, that's
Yep,
fun.
That's Danganronpa. That's it.
That's Danganronpa.
That's such a fucking Danganronpa thing to do.
V3 also has the fun thing of the author character, the author insert character, talking about, talking about not liking seeing quote-unquote male cosplayers in the women's restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's my bread!
And that's just thrown in there in the game. Not even like a specialty event. Alright, V3 also has...
Sorry, hold on. I am a fucking genius.
Oh?
I have figured it out. God damn it!
Did you solve the math puzzle?
I did. You know what? You want to see what I just did? You don't need to understand a thing of what any of this means, but you have to see.
Understand the math.
Oh my god! And I realized why I kept having trouble. I just realized like I've been doing it right this whole time, but I've been confusing myself on one thing. I won't explain exactly why because it would take too long. But I got it. I fucking got it. I'm sorry. I just need to celebrate because this thing has been killing me for like several days.
I'm looking.
Hold on, I'm sending a picture. Feast upon my glory.
Oh, that's math.
Oh, that's so much math.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Can't believe they made math real.
that math is more powerful than I can comprehend.
Oh man, but no, yeah, that's like that's part of the reason. Like, cause Danganronpa had always had a lot of fuck shit with it, ever since like even the first game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
it
progressively
just kept
worse.
building and building, and it came to the point where like, you know what? I'm no longer having fun enough for me to be able to like endure this, so I'm just gonna stop. I don't think I need to go and
Yeah, that's fair.
Which fan service character?
Yep. Yeah. That's so great. That's awesome. That's so good. Awesome.
Such a good game. And that they make it even worse in the 3 anime?
Of course they did.
Like, way more intense.
Oh my god. Oh god, I feel like I can breathe.
Sorry to derail your stream talking about Danganronpa, Josh.
It's okay. I will just sit here not knowing anything about Danganronpa and letting you talk about it.
They also... They did... I'm blanking on her name, but on Junko's sister, they did, like, so much character assassination on her in the 3 anime.
Oh my god, they bring her back?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
that's right. It's like a
yeah,
so
3 anime is split into 2 parts. Future arc and Despair arc. It's why I've been joking about calling my Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul watch Better Call Saul Future arc and Despair arc.
Yeah.
Ah, I
That
see.
makes sense.
Because, so, the Danganronpa 3 anime is also just... So, this was how they decided they were going to do the finale of the series. Like, tell the finale to that storyline. And they thought, oh, we're gonna do an anime. And then did 2 anime seasons in production at the same time.
Ugh.
Oh.
Those poor animators.
So there's
Terrible.
Future Arc,
Yeah,
which takes place pretty much directly after Danganronpa 2. And Despair Arc, which is a prequel. That's the Danganronpa 2 cast during their time at Hope's Peak.
Oh, that's what that deal was. Cause I remember I would see screenshots and I'm like, did fucking Danganronpa do a thing where they just brought people back to life? Cause I just thought that because like that's like such a mild thing for them to do, considering everything else. I
Yeah.
was just like, oh okay, I guess they're doing that now. That is fuck.
But yeah, no, they like... Cause in the, like... In Danganronpa, like... She has, like, so much, like, characterization in Danganronpa if in Zero that it's, like, to then just... strip all that away and just make her obsessed with Junko.
Oh, they did the fucking weird ass, sisters a little bit too, clingy thing, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Even though part of the whole thing is that Junko was literally abusive towards her.
Yeah, she literally, like
She
I'm just
literally
remembering.
kills her.
Yeah, she kills her. She straight up kills her in the first game.
Mukuro, that's her name, Mukuro.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, terrible.
And that literally there's an entire like Danganronpa If was literally originally going to be an alternate ending
Like,
where it's like pretty much the entire killing game gets thrown off because Mukuro survives.
mm-hmm. I am a genius. I am a genius. Ba, 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 ba. This is so relieving because this is fucking.
But no, the main thing they do with Komaida in Despair
Mhm.
arc is they kind of like
What do they do to the man?
so there's a situation where in order to where so you know how Komaida's whole thing is putting the hopes in like the extremely stressful situations.
Mm-hmm.
They do the opposite of it, where for some reason now, no, he's trying to create a situation where they'd have the best and easiest time to pass this exam.
That
That
makes
doesn't make any sense, even from just what little I know about the series.
Yeah,
why
it's like,
though?
wouldn't he be the one who would actively make their situation worse for the exam? Just so that way then they can accomplish hope, but through their despair or
Mm-hmm. That was
whatever.
his whole thing. He was just like, he was like obsessed with the idea of like, oh, you can prevail any despair. That's why I am going to make everything difficult for you on purpose. Because I
Yeah.
want to see you be able to prevail past it. Eh,
Because part of his thing is also, I've been through all these horrible things. So if you, so you, these like, oh, these amazing, future super high school level people, you should be able to accomplish these things, right?
Because if a trash like me can be able to survive this long, oh my
But no,
god, my
instead it's, uh, they also kind of remove a bit of Komaida's agency when it comes to his luck.
really?
Yeah. Where, you know how his plan literally involves him taking advantage of his luck?
Mm-hmm.
It's more like he has a plan and then his luck takes care of it for him.
Oh, fuck off.
That's dumb and bad. Bad writing.
It's like he has a plan, but his plan accidentally goes off without a hitch.
That's terrible writing. I hate that.
When before it was like, no, uh,
Yeah, I'm glad I stopped. To me, Danganronpa stopped at 2.
yeah.
In my brain, that's where it stopped. I didn't
In
go
my
any
brain,
farther.
Danganronpa doesn't exist.
That
Because
is probably a better for your
I
brain.
got, man, because when I tried taking the game on its own terms and playing it just blind, man, they sure got me way too uncomfortable with just the second case.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. It's a
Chihiro
weird.
deserved better.
Oh, absolutely. I'm still.
At,
What is...
at least Ultra Despair Girls made it clear that her dad was approving, question mark. But it's also, that's Ultra Despair Girls, which is a nightmare in of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not all of Danganronpa's problems will be solved if the kids were like college age instead of high school age.
Yeah, like
It's
at least
better.
Yeah, at least with 2, the reveal that they are actually not even high schoolers. At least there was that one, but I remember when I was
they're
playing, I
in the
had hope.
simulation. They were in their high school bodies.
Yeah, that was the thing that like freaked me out.
Literally
I was
supposed
just
to be
like,
their bodies at the start of high school.
yeah, and I didn't know
Ugh.
why. I don't even remember the explanation for why they did it specifically like that. I was just like, if they're adults, why didn't you just?
Well, no, because all the time while they were adults, was they were they were super high school level despair.
Hmm. I don't know. It- weird, weird shit all
Danganronpa is
around.
so fucking weird.
Ultra Despair Girls has an entire minigame about sexualizing the teenager.
Uh, I would like to get off of this ride now.
Like actually, or do you just mean?
Like,
Yeah,
actually.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
How's
Sure.
Minecraft going?
Badly. I can't get out of this stupid cave.
What cave is it? Is it just a cave you found?
Underwater, taking advantage of the whole you literally cannot drown once you get to like level 5 swimming
Yeah,
to try to
love
find some
that.
diamonds.
Oh, I'll be back.
Okay.
I got to that level so fucking fast because of the fact that my computer's shitty. Even when I was able to get on the server, I got kicked out a lot, just like timed out and shit. But
Mm-hmm.
or I would just lag really badly. Where like if I even tried to fight an enemy like in hand-to-hand combat, it would lag so bad and just kill me every time. So I just decided, you know what? As much as I don't, I'll just play the coward's route and literally jump in the ocean and swim at night. That was my solution, was just to jump in the ocean and swim away.
That's a good solution, honestly.
So I got to swimming level really fast, and it was it is especially funny because of like the render distance is like very short.
Mm-hmm.
So I was swimming while not knowing where the hell I was going. So all of a sudden I would hear like the whales, and I'm like, oh, there's a whale nearby. It's right in front of my face. It's right in front of me.
It is actively killing you. Yeah, I was swimming like all over the place just to avoid mobs while I was trying to find a suitable place to set up my village.
Hmm.
That I got to this level like super duper fast.
Yeah.
There is no
It
chest
just
here.
it was just so funny seeing like my swim level so high and everything else is so abysmally low because I can't do anything else
Oh,
without dying.
yeah. Like they tried to make sure the mods weren't like too intense, but there's still a lot of mods.
Yeah, and it does slow things down like a lot. And I'm just like, I want to play so bad, but I can only. It's a little frustrating when I even want like it takes me almost 10 minutes to connect on, and then when I am on them, sometimes I will literally just move 5 blocks and immediately get tanked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have excellent news.
What's up?
Splatoon came in. Mail.
Already?
The
Yeah, I guess it
Splatoon?
was, because it bought it pre-order, so I guess, because I was like, it felt weird that, the price on Throne is so high, so I guess what Throne does is if you pre-order something, it automatically sets the shipping to, release day.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was, wondering, I was like, this seems like, because I was, even checking Amazon shipping, and I was like, oh. Yeah, no, oh, wait, open package. Oh.
Well, I guess I know what you're doing tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that explains why I didn't get the shipping confirmation till last night.
Yeah, because it was already almost at your door.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can just have the thing be R2. Oh, perfect. Wonderful. Yay. Yay. I still have so much more math I have to do, but still, yay.
Yay, some math has been defeated.
Awesome. I still have my thermo homework I have to finish.
The curse of homework.
Yep.
Give me
Oh, that sure is a smell of plastic. Smell of freshly sealed video game.
Smell of Squidio game.
Squidio games. Ooh. That's pretty art on the inside of the box.
Oh,
It's got a reversible cover. Okay, let me turn the light on so I can...
Oh, hell yeah, reversible cover. Ooh.
Yeah, 'cause it's got like a reversible cover with art on it.
Okay, all these particles are actively killing my computer. I need to leave.
Because pretty much on the front of the case, it's art of, or it's like, on one side of the case, it's art of, the story mode, on the other side, it's art of Salmon Run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it is a different colored. So that's why it'll just be, hey, here's all my Switch games, and then just in green, Splatoon.
The best way for video games to be green. Where am I? Oh, whales. Well, my roommate finally paid me back for his half of the rent today, so maybe I will be able to get a video game sooner. And then we can play Squids. And I'll be very bad because I've never played it before.
you know, I just realized I was talking, and I was still muted.
Oh,
Oh,
no!
It's okay.
I was wondering why everyone was so quiet.
Well, I was putting games on my shelf.
But yeah, no, I was just saying, like, when you saw the whales, I was just wondering, like, is the whale spawn rate still fucked up?
I think Snail was able to fix it, but also I'm not near the ocean enough to really know what it was like before.
It was a lot. Like, there would be times where, like, when I would do my routine of jumping into the ocean and just swimming for my fucking life, I would have, like, about 5 or 7 swarming me at a time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah.
kind of thought it was, I kind of thought it was fun in a, like, scary way. Because I was swimming at night already, that's already terrifying, and then I just, like, I couldn't see, like, past 5 blocks in front of me, and then suddenly I cannot see the whales, I can hear them.
Well, that's the
Oh
seventh
no.
whale I've seen, so yeah, it looks like their spawn rates are still a little bit fucked up.
Okay.
Oh, I did get confirmation that my Splatoon 2 main weapon, the Bloblobber, is in game.
Nice. Lobster.
Lobster. Team 4. Team 1. I warned Team 1 too. What the fuck were they up to?
Hmm?
Sorry, it's cause like the thing I'm doing, part of my assignment is literally making a presentation um, for an experiment we did. And part of the experiment is we have to use data from the other teams. But there's one team that never gave us the data.
Oh,
And I
fun.
told, and yeah, and it's like I literally know one of the people in that team, and I told him like twice, like, hey, by the way, your team needs to like, upload their data for everyone to use, and I guess he's just, I don't know what happened there.
Hmm. Probably figured, oh, somebody else would get to it, and then nobody actually did.
That's probably what happened. He was telling me he was having some like issues with his team.
Ah. Yeah, team
Ah.
projects are always the worst.
Yep, and I'm getting into the level in my education where most of these are team
Mm-hmm.
based. Luckily, mine is fine so far. There's just one dude that I just haven't heard from him in a while, but there's at least the 3 out of the 4 is fine. We're so close to being done with this bullshit. And then we have to present it, which I don't want to do, but you know.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, I love the ocean in Minecraft. I don't know why.
I love the new cave terrain in
Yeah,
combination with the ocean. It's just gorgeous.
I love how deep like lakes and rivers are now.
For sure.
Yeah, combined with the fact that this mod lets me just stay down here forever.
Yeah.
Very good.
Like the new generation is so good.
Yeah, I went back to 1.12 specifically for horror mods, and I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
The mod was fun, but can you put it on 1.18, please?
Dude,
I have no idea where I am. I'm so far away from home.
do you
But yeah,
remember the evil Minecraft mod?
Which one?
The Minecraft mod that was literally called like Evil Craft or something.
oh, that's funny. I'm sorry.
I
It's
don't
really
remember
funny.
that. No, I do
Where
know of
like
several that were labeled as the
we're
evil
added like a
mod.
bunch of like monster. We're pretty much turned Minecraft into like a more specific fantasy setting.
Hmm.
Yeah. It like is not at all what the name of the mod sounded like, but
Yeah,
it
there's
was included
been.
in a lot of like I know it was included in like Hexit back in the day.
Oh, yeah, then I have definitely played it. I used to play a lot of Hexit before that stopped really being a thing.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Yogscast?
Oh, I loved the Yogs cast. They were my favorites.
God, the I've been I rewatched some of their like older Minecraft Let's Plays a bit ago, and I'm like, the way the Volt series ended was funny.
I don't think I ever watched the ending of that.
The Volt's one, that was the one where literally everything got destroyed by black hole bombs
Oh,
or like red matter bombs
yes,
or
I
something.
remember that now.
Yeah.
They were very good at ending all of their series except for the very first one they did.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, I don't want to do this anymore, and then they stopped.
Yeah, I mean, their Tekkit series lasted for a bit, but that was also just because, like, I know Duncan was still doing, like, a continuation of his Tekkit stuff for a long while.
Yeah.
But that's mostly because he went into the magic side of Tekkit.
And all the flux magic stuff got really in depth.
Yeah. And then that turned into lore.
And then it turned into lore. Yeah, a lot of Minecraft servers I watch are like, oh, they're doing something fun. This is lore now.
Well, because it's just fun to come up with lore for Minecraft.
Yeah, role playing in Minecraft is one of the most fun things you can do in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
skeleton.
just like, I think because it's just, because, like, even in, like, single player, like, Let's Plays, people would always come up with, like, lore for their, like, world or something.
Yeah, I was saying, I was watching a lot of Grian's old stuff.
Yeah,
He has a lot more lore than I remember.
the fact that he's already been doing Hermitcraft for, like, a couple of years at this point, ugh.
Yeah.
Because I got into Hermitcraft through his series.
I got into Hermitcraft through Mumbo Jumbo.
Yeah. Well, because I started watching Hermitcraft right around Grian got in it. But that was also around when I just started watching Grian in general.
Yeah, that's fair. He's a very funny man.
Yeah.
I am now lost underwater.
It's an adventure. Just go with it.
God, the fact that last Hermitcraft season literally ended with the apocalypse.
Yeah.
It's just, how do we it's just, oh, how do we come up with a reason for why we're, like, ending season early to, like, use newer world generation?
World end. Moon big.
World, the moon got too big and ended the world, yeah. Moon haunted.
The moon is haunted.
My favorite bit of Destiny 2 lore, the moon's haunted.
I mean, that is indeed Destiny 2 lore.
The Hive did also kind of turn the moon into a space station a bit.
Just a little bit.
But don't worry, the moon's only a little bit still hollowed out. With the Hell Tunnel. Like, oh, yeah, it's literally called the Hellmouth.
Yeah, that's what you call things that are big and scary and mouth-shaped.
Yeah. Specifically the Hive architecture of the moon is just a bit too fleshy for comfort.
Just a tad.
Which is what I like, is that they've actually made it clear of all the different, like, big, like, Hive, like, leaders. Yeah, they all have very different architectural styles. Like, Crota wanted his funny, flesh pit.
Yeah. As he deserves.
And then you get to then you see Sabathoon's throne world, and it's just Destiny 2 the Witch Queen is like the best, is like one of the best expansions for the game in years.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm getting murdered to death by random mobs. There's a skeleton shooting at me.
Destiny 2 the Witch Queen gives you a rocket launcher that shoots worms.
I love that.
Like because there's big scary space worm god parasites. You can just shoot them out of a rocket launcher now.
That's
And it's like
beautiful.
even specifically, here's the worm that was in Savathun. Now shoot it at enemies. And it gives you poison damage, and it does poison damage.
Ooh.
Then again, next update is also, or next expansion is also going to give you a grappling hook, so... Oh,
Neat.
excited. Like, the next, like, element they're, like, the next, like, set of, like, subclasses they're adding is literally like, hey, you're commanding the, like, psychic strands between people and forming them into a weapon.
That's freaky. Love it.
Yeah. Destiny 2 is the second strand type game.
What is the first one?
Death Stranding.
Ah, obviously.
Oh,
Have
what?
you not heard Kojima describe Death Stranding as the first strand type game?
No.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a thing.
God.
Kojima
That
just
fucker.
says words. They don't always make sense.
I mean, he put Hatsune Miku in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
He should.
He's
No,
allowed.
he did.
I
He
know.
did.
I know he did. I know he did. I meant to say it was good that he did. I don't know why I said he should, but like I remember.
I love that it's just, oh, here's the scene where the helicopter shows up and almost kills people. Here's Hatsune Miku music playing.
Miku is here.
Miku's implied to be that Miku is the helicopter.
Yeah, I love Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear is such a good
It's
series.
not an actual thing they like bring up, but they only play Miku music during like during like pretty much during the scenes where there's Metal Gears. So it's implied to be that Miku herself is a Metal Gear.
You know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, she is.
Yeah. She's a.
Metal Gear McQueen.
Oh my god. I fucking love Metal Gear so much. I still need to
Fucking-
go back. I need to go back and do my cause I got as far as cause I've been because I was a little burnt out on Kingdom Hearts, which is why initially I thought, oh, I don't like Kingdom Hearts 3. It turns out I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is just fine. I was just really burnt out.
Oh
Fair.
yeah, that's fair.
But so like I was like, you know, to take a break from Kingdom Hearts, why don't I revisit Metal Gear Solid? Cause that's not draining as well.
Yeah, instead of this one emotionally exhausting series, let's go play this other, also emotionally exhausting series.
So I need to go back because I got up to Metal Gear Solid 4 and that was a fucking drain. And I
Yeah.
haven't touched.
Is it the story behind Metal Gear Solid 4 that Kojima was literally threatened into making it?
Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
hey, do you want a job or not? Make this game.
You can tell too. Like I was going through Metal Gear Solid 4 and I was like, why does this feel so weird? And I was like, and then I remembered, oh, that's why.
And then
Yeah.
he made Peace Walker and had fun again.
Yeah, he
Yep.
wanted the series to end with 3.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Yeah, and then Peace Walker and 5 is pretty much, okay, I'm making more Metal Gear games now.
Like I think I had so many things to say about 4. It kind of saddened me that that was the last game for Solid Snake,
yeah.
and like
I've heard they also don't treat Raiden well in that game.
No, not even remotely.
No, they had for like the longest time they had Raiden think that his girlfriend had left him for the Colonel for some reason. They
Why?
had him, yeah.
Yeah. Your guess is as
literally
good as
the-
anybody's.
For most of the game, it's like this whole thing of like, oh yeah, the Colonel literally stole Raiden's girlfriend, and then at the end it's like, oh no, it was all a ruse. And it
Twas
just
all
like-
a lie.
You still made the man think. In his lowest point, by the way, like he was having a really rough time at the time that like his girlfriend not only left him, But like for
Peace Walker is just Big Boss going, hey, the CIA sucks.
yeah, I love Peace Walker. It's also the one where you can go on a date with Kaz. That's where it comes from.
I've like been thinking about, oh, maybe I buy a PS3.
Oh,
Ooh.
they shouldn't be
They're
too
really-
expensive.
Yeah, no, you can get them for like $60 on eBay.
Oh, Creeper Party. Hello.
And like they're really easy to mod nowadays. Like they literally, so I use like there's a piece of homebrew I use on my PS Vita that let me just download Vita games from, like, download both Vita and PSP games from the PSN store.
Nice.
And there's a version of that, and they ported that to the PS3.
Good.
And I'm like, oh, thought about it, thinking about it.
I never had a
like,
PS3. I kind of want to get one just for
yeah,
to have.
me neither. I wonder if I wonder how expensive that 13.2 PS3 is.
Well, it might be worth it, might not.
I mean, it'd be more expensive than if I just bought one for cheap. Definitely.
Hmm.
Like it'd be more like it'd be more expensive if I just went, okay, I'm buying a PS3 just, you know, to play PS3 games. It's instead, yeah, I'm buying this to have something that looks pretty. But
Yeah.
it's a gorgeous PS3 though.
This is true.
It's like lightning in her armor on like, in like pink like outline on a black PS3, and it's like, oh.
It is very nice.
Which it is funny though that they put so much focus on lightning for 13.2 when it's like, lightning, like lightning is barely even playable for 13.2.
She's the poster girl.
Like the story's about trying to like, you know, find her and like bring her back, but she's not like a focus character.
Trick of Square Enix.
Also, unfortunately, I have to head out. I had to get food and.
Yeah, I should be ending here as well. I just want to get out of this part of the cave.
Good night and good luck on your endeavors.
Good night. Thank you.
Boy.
Boy. Just gonna run into the darkness until I find something to kill me, I guess. That's the fastest way home at this point. I love having keep inventory on. It means I
Yeah.
don't have to be afraid of things.
Exactly. Well, because the other tired thing is it's like, sure, it is a bit, tiny bit cheatsy to just go, oh, I want to get home quickly just to die. But it's also like, I don't know, I don't want to walk back all the time.
I wouldn't even begin to know which direction to go currently.
Like, I literally have to have, like, mini-map mods to tell where I'm going in Minecraft, so that way I can set waypoints.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could probably figure it out if I gave myself enough time, but, you know.
Yeah, I don't like having to constantly be looking at coordinates.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Also,
did I
you
make it
can't
outside?
really do that well in full screen.
Yeah. I think I might have found the outside, which means I won't have to die to a random creeper event.
You won't have to throw yourself into the soup.
It's good soup, though.
It is good soup. Splatoon 3 finish updating. Let's see.
Day 1 updates. Gotta love them.
Total playtime for Splatoon 2, 20 hours.
I have somehow gotten 2,000 blocks away from home.
Nice. Awesome.
I didn't realize I was exploring that far away. Oh, the temptation to go spelunking. Ow.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh?
Splatfest regions are actually different than what they were in the demo.
Oh.
Yeah, America, Australia, and New Zealand are all considered one region.
Huh. Speakers of English region.
But that's weird, because then it's also not, yeah, not UK. Just Australia and New Zealand.
Strange.
Strange. Time to do the tutorial again. Yay, yippee.
Yippee yahoo. There are deer here. What are you? F3 doesn't tell me what it is. I think it's like a pine marten?
Oh.
It's very cute.
Oh, yesterday or at least the news broke out that the first pine marten was spotted in the UK after like a long time.
Yeah,
After they were assumed to be extinct.
they're not extinct.
They still exist in this region. Yippee!
It's always good news when previously thought extinct. No, was just hiding really, really well.
Yeah.
There's a trick to getting it to where your head is above the water, but you're still swimming fast.
Yeah. I've realized something about Splatoon 3 map lately.
Yeah?
Kind of technically a little bit spoilers for story mode, so probably won't say it out loud, but it's still like, oh, huh.
That's concerning.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things is, well, I guess technically if I don't explain the significance of it, but, so the story mode may maybe take place in a crater that used to be Mount Fuji.
Oh no! All those jokes about Pearl blowing up the Eiffel Tower, no, she was blowing up Mount Fuji.
Well, because we already saw on the world map that, from the demo that Mount Fuji was, well, there's a crater where Mount Fuji should be.
Mm-hmm.
We're told, through some, like, lore that, oh yeah, the crater where the story mode is, yeah, that used to be a volcano.
Oh.
So, putting two and two together, can be assumed that that volcano was Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji blew up.
Yep.
Every time I kill a drowned and it doesn't give me a trident, I am so disappointed.
Trident rounds are so rude. They should give you the trident no matter what, just for having to deal with them.
Yeah.
Like
Ah,
even if it's
fuck.
like, oh, damaged, that's still better than like you don't get it at all.
Mm-hmm. Die. Why are there so many skeletons?
Because, you know, at least bow and arrows don't do that much, don't do like knockback, you know?
Mm-hmm.
like if a skeleton hits you, it's not gonna do as much knockback as like a trident, so you can still reasonably fight it without a shield.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like, I have a shield, I just don't use it. Running, 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 cows running. Goodbye.
especially because they can like spawn even like close, like they don't even have to be in like deep ocean for them to spawn either.
Mm-hmm.
You can just be by the ocean and they'll start spawning.
Hell, they've been spawning in that little river that goes through my village.
Yeah.
I'm going back into the water. Fuck that. I will find another way around. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing in the ocean? Blowing me up is what he's doing.
How much longer do you think you're gonna go for?
As soon as I get back to my village, I am going to be closing up for the night.
Okay.
Yeah, as fun as this is, my bedtime was technically almost an hour ago. Hee hee.
Yeah, it's 10 for you, right?
Oh, no, it's 8.
Oh, 8. Oh, okay. You're an hour before. Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were an hour ahead. Or an hour later, I mean.
I usually put my time on stream announcements in Eastern. So that would...
Oh, are you Pacific?
I am Mountain Time.
Mountain, okay. Yeah, because it's 9 for me right now.
Ah, and you're Central.
Yeah. I don't know time zones.
I only know time zones because I have so very many friends that are not in my time zone.
Yeah. At least when I moved, it was still the same time zone, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like at least Kansas is the same time zone as Texas.
Yeah. Well, some of Texas has Mountain Time Zone.
Okay, but I was on the coast.
Yeah. It's
Very
just
much
funny
so.
to me that Texas has 2 time zones.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Texas has, like, the different parts of Texas might as well be different states.
Yeah, that's true.
They're, like, very different vibes. And climates.
Mm-hmm. Home sweet home.
Ah, nice. Oh yeah, I put Jackson's Twitch in the Discord.
Awesome. Just gonna plant myself in my house so that in case I spawn back in during nighttime, I don't have to deal with nighttime.
Mm.
Oh no. Everything is
Oh, no.
crashing. Everything is crashing. Okay. Now if I can remember how to raid.
It's slash raid then space then the username.
Alright, gotta wait for OBS to start responding. There it goes. Alright, raid has begun.
Yay! Yippee!
Wahoo. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
I'm excited to play Splatoon.
Enjoy Splatoon. Raiding now. Stopping streaming.
Good night.
Good night.